This video, we're going to look at how to use forms with triggers. So in other words, what do you want the system to do when someone completes a particular form? So to do this step, you'll need a form and then you'll need a series of campaigns or an opportunity pipeline, something like that in order for an action to occur, right? So if we go into our form builder of this demonstration account, we'll see we have a few forms here. We're going to use this Plateau Facebook ad form. So if I have a look at this form here, I can see I've set it up to take someone's name, email, phone number, and a question. So what this video will show is to actually what happens after they submit that form. Now, in my options here, I will have determined whether or not this form goes to a particular URL, like another page, or it might just show a thank you message. Okay. However, the triggers that we're talking about is what the system's doing behind the scenes. So what we do is we go to our triggers down here. We're going to create a new basic rule, and we're going to call this Facebook lead form trigger demo. Okay, that's a mouthful. And we're going to activate this so it would run straight away if we wanted it to. And we're going to choose a trigger here. We're going to say a form has been submitted. Okay, and I'm going to add the filter and I'm going to say the form is the Plateau Facebook ad. Okay, now you can create additional filters at this point and say that a particular question might equal something. Now in this case, the only one we had is what are you looking for, contains an exact phrase, right, or matches a positive intent. And we cover how these work in another video. But potentially you could say if someone mentions some specific phrase, you could trigger certain actions, right? That's a more advanced tool. What I'm going to show you here is if we were just saying, look, every time someone fills out this form, I want the following actions to take place. So here are some common uses of what you would do with this. So the first one is you might want to add them to a campaign. So that's a series of automations. So in this case, I'm going to add them to the new tutorial new campaign if they fill out this form. I'm also going to add them to an opportunity pipeline. So I'm going to say, let's add this person to the tutorial pipeline, and I'm going to put them in the lead stage just here. I'm also going to assign a lead value of $1,000 for this lead. And in many cases, this might be all I want this thing to do is simply add them to an automation sequence and put them into a pipeline. However, some common other steps you might consider is actually sending a notification to someone, yourself or someone on your team, which would be via the send email or a send SMS. You might want to add a contact tag to segment that person in your database based on what form they filled out. Or you might want to remove them from some specific other campaigns or all other campaigns they might be in. Just remember, if you do remove them from all campaigns, you've really got to make sure that is the first step in the sequence. Otherwise, if you add a remove from all campaigns down here, you will cancel out this add to the campaign at the top, right? So we wouldn't put this step in here. And yeah, that's basically it as to how you would link up a form with a series of actions via a trigger.